In this video, we are going to be taking a look at how to use the Adsavvy platform. This will help you to generate ad creatives and also to create those ad creatives, put them up onto Meta Ads platform. Really quick, really easy. So let's kick things off. We're looking at the homepage of your Adsavvy panel. And what you'll be able to see is down below, you have a bunch of folders. This is for your own organization. You can rename a folder thusly, and you can also expand these to see all the images within a folder. And then if, say, for example, you wanted to move some images into different folders, it's very easy drag and drop functionality. Now, you can, of course, drag and drop your own images and videos into your folders if you want to take advantage of existing media and simply use the Adsavvy quick ad creation. Let's actually show that before we get into ad generation, creative generation using the AI image generation. So for example, say you've got a bunch of images that you want to turn into Facebook ads. What you're going to want to do is click the little icon down below, that's a little meta icon. And when you're happy with the number of creators that you have selected, just go ahead and click on Create Ads right down here. What you'll have to do now is select the profile that you want to put those ads into. We'll talk about this in just a sec. So what I've got right now is a bunch of profiles set up that have a bunch of different configurations, which ad account, which sales marketing objective, what the title is, what the website is, stuff like that is saved in your handy, quick, convenient profiles. Again, I'll show you how to set those up in just a sec. But for now, all you need to know is that once you've got your profile selected and it's time to upload your ads to Facebook, just go ahead and click on that deploy 5 ads to Facebook or however many you have selected. You'll go through this little deployment window. This will take about 30 seconds, and then those ads will be created. I'm going to quickly open another tab here while we wait for that to work. Now, the way that you set up your Meta Ads connection is by coming over to the Meta Ads connection area and then simply click on the Connect Meta Ad Account option right down here. That will ask you to give some permissions to the login. And then once you've logged in, it will download your Meta Ad accounts, pixels, Facebook pages, all the things that you need in order to set up an ad profile. Once you've got that connection done, you can go ahead and click on the Create Profile option. And from here, you'll be able to give your profile a name. For example, I'll just call that one Test. Choose which ad account ID you want to use that with, which page. If this page has an Instagram actor ID, Instagram account connected to it, that will automatically get filled up when you select your page ID. Now I'm going to choose one that actually has that. And as you can see, that will make it so that when you publish the ads, they automatically use your Instagram account. I'm going to choose a pixel, for example. You will, of course, set your budget here to however many dollars that you want it to be per day. And then if you want to, you can put all of your ad sets into an existing ad campaign. For example, you can go through and choose an ad campaign that you want to put these ad sets that you're creating with Adsavvy into, or you can go ahead and just click on the Create New Campaign, and that will create a fresh campaign. You can choose from the objectives of sales, traffic, brand awareness, engagement, and advantage plus shopping. We're going to use the sales objective. For this, you can also, of course, choose between the number of conversion or the value of conversions optimization goal. I believe value typically gives better results, so I'm going to go ahead and use that. But this may be conditional as to your particular type of product. The conversion event that you want to target, this is sort of standard Facebook stuff, add to cart, initiate checkout, or whatever. Of course, purchase is usually the best idea. And then you've got your default headlines and description. So let's see here. Let's put in https //google.com. Whatever. We're not going to make an ad with this anyway. It's just for example. You can, of course, toggle on the Advantage Plus and the Advantage placements, Advantage Audience, Advantage Placements, and then you can choose which call to action you want to use, as well as your country selection, language, and gender. Anyway, just be aware that you can select all your preferences in the profile configuration, then go ahead and click on Create Profile. Now I've got my profile down here, and if you remember, when we go back to select the ads we want to use, let's say that one and that one, turn those into ads. And then I can go ahead and select my test profile, which will be preloaded with all of those configuration settings for very quick ad deployments, especially if you made ads with similar settings every time. Sometimes you might just want to change the title or the URL or the description, which is why this override option exists. So you can use basically all of your profile settings, but then just tweak the kind of commonly adjusted stuff to particular product URL or whatever. Okay, so that's basically how to set up and use the Meta Ads features. Now, let us take a look at the generation features. We are using the Nano Banana and Imagine 4 from Google. Before you're able to use this, you will need to go into your account settings and quickly grab a Google API key. Just follow the little link right down here to grab your Google API key. It's really easy to set up. And actually, using Google Nano Banana is free for now, according to Google, to a certain limited amount of generations per day. So what you do is you go ahead and you click on create API key, and then you'll give your key a name, and you'll choose you'll either create a project or choose a project if you've already got one. It doesn't really matter. But eventually, all you need is the key that is generated. You can just copy that API key like so, and then you can go ahead and paste that into the API section and click on Save Settings. Now, the thing about this is that Adsavvy actually uses your API key directly. So any charges for image generation are going to be the absolute bare minimum possible amount that the Google API charges for image generation. We don't do any sort of markups or any sort of like inflation of prices. If you want to check out the latest prices from Google, and they'll probably be changing over time, we have a handy little link here. But like I say, for now, Nano Banana is currently free, and Imagine 4 is around 4 cents per image generation. Last I checked, that was about a month ago, but I assume it's still probably about the same. Anyway, using the generate section works very much like the upload features, whereby you can select which folder you want to put your ad creatives into, and then you can go ahead and create up to 4 images at a time using either Nano Banana or Imagine 4. The advantage that Imagine 4 has is that you're actually able to choose your resolution, what image resolution to generate. And Nano Banana typically works best at that square resolution. So we're eliminating that to the square resolution. Otherwise, there's like weird issues where the image gets cropped off in awkward ways. So we're just going to limit Nano Banana to square for the moment and use Imagine if you want to use those other resolutions. I've been using Nano Banana since square image is probably the best format for Facebook anyway. Let's go ahead and let me show you how interesting it is when it comes to idea generation. Let's say I wanted to, what sort of crazy idea can I think of here? A t-shirt, create a, let's say, t-shirt ad creative with retro vibe. I don't exactly know what product to feature here, so I'm just going to use this for example. And I'm going to actually talk to Google in such a way that I'm going to like get it to help come up with ideas for me, right? So if I just go ahead and click on generate there with that sort of basic prompting, it's going to actually use that and kind of come up with some ideas for me, right? Create a t-shirt ad with a retro vibe. So there's our t-shirt ad with a retro vibe. That actually is pretty awesome. Definitely retro. I could say something like, let's iterate on that now for fun, right? So let's say the title is, let's just say, buy a t-shirt, right? And the title is buy a t-shirt. So you can give it a little bit more for what you want it to do. Let's do an eye-catching ad creative for a health and wellness brand, right? And I'm going to say something like use a strong call to action. Not much text, just a testimonial, let's say. Testimonial format. Let's do a testimonial format. And I'm going to actually option to generate 4 images at the same time and click on generate. That'll take 5 or 10 seconds. And there we've got our health and wellness brand with a testimonial format. Lost my 20 pounds, gained my life back. I mean, these are really good. I get the nice thing about Nano Banana is you can give it a baseline for what you're looking for and have it start to think of ideas for you. So there's our call to action. Feel this good, right? Let's pretend now that we like this image. I'm not saying that I do, but let's pretend that we do. But I've noticed that, oh, the brand is wrong down there. That's not my actual brand. So I'm going to go ahead and save this now to my computer. And now what I can actually do is upload this same image back into the reference image section right down here. And I'm going to say, change the brand name of this image to awesome brand. I'll just do one variation of that since I think it'll get it right the first time. And as you can see, now if we take a look, well, we got awesome brand. We might have to give it one more generate. This is AI, of course. And so sometimes, it gets it a little bit wrong. But generally speaking, I mean, that's the same image. Everything's the same, except we've changed the brand. Now, if we wanted to change the person, if we wanted to change the text, we could just basically feed it back the same image and get it to, there we go. Now we say awesome brand. Well, that's great. Just just for example, right? So we could actually use this to promote a particular product. Let's say, for example, I have this product right here, these pair of sunglasses. I could say something like, put these sunglasses on a model, Miami Beach setting, and strong call to action for a ad creative. And let's do four at a time here, and we'll see what kind of interesting ad creative ideas we get. And there we've got our. And the thing about Nano Banana is that it does such a precise job when it comes to taking a product already and creating a replica of it. Like sizing looks pretty good. If you could see closely, you could actually even see that it's picked up the logo on those sunglasses and it's actually used that in its design. I might not want it to do that. I might want to change that to my own branding, but it's really impressive that it actually is able to do that. So we could also, like I say, do the same thing. Say we don't want that title, but we like the image. Grab the image, upload it again, and then iterate image by image by image. Now, another thing you can actually do is upload multiple different creatives, right? So we could upload, let's say, that picture of the girl we had from the fitness ad, and we could have the sunglasses here, and we could say, put these sunglasses on this girl, right? That's all we got to say. Put these sunglasses on this girl. It's gonna know. It's gonna know what we want. It's gonna look at both of these image and figure out what we want. We can upload up to 4 reference images at the same time and kind of mix and match and do various things with them. And there we have the sunglasses on the girl. Not bad. They went on pretty good. Not bad. I mean, basically. Basically, they look a little bit plastered on there or whatever. But I've had it, perform really well and produce some amazing results. So if you don't get what you want the first time, just try a little bit different. Like let's also say remove all the words from the image and change the angle. And change the angle, right? All right, so there we have our girl without any of the words on the screen. We didn't really change the angle of the image, but it did clean up all that text perfectly. And now, of course, we could just, continue to iterate and just say, oh no, change it to a side profile or whatever you might want to do. So anyway, as you can probably imagine by now, the potential for ad creative generation is really, really impressive. Create a hippie boho style ad for fashion. Maybe you have a particular style of fashion that you want to use as a reference image. I don't in this particular case, but just again, showing you some examples of how you can use this interface to come up with really different ideas, different themes, and we might say, put the. Well, I mean, those are great. Come on, those are so good. Let's say change the setting. The environment is a yoga retreat, right? So we might want to take this and change the environment around. You could actually take the people and put them in a different environment, whatever the case may be. Oh, every now and then with Nano Banana, you will get a failure to generate. Don't know why. Something with the Google API. Basically, just try again. And let's see. That one looks a little bit AI generated. I'm not saying that I love that one, but let's go ahead and try again. Sometimes what I've noticed with AI image generation, oh, we got a couple failures there. That's curious. There is a little bit of rate limitation when it comes to using Nano Banana since it is free right now. So if you find yourself getting error messages, you might just need to wait a little bit and then use it again later. But generally, I mean, that's pretty interesting. Anyway, hope you guys have enjoyed a look at Adsavvy, and that's kind of a tutorial on how to use it. And you basically know everything you need to know to be able to start generating ad creatives, deploying them to Facebook, and saving tons of time. All right. See you later.